What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another review of The Shy, episode 8, Wallets. Ambitious Ace.
Damn, did he?
Yo, man. Has Ronnie found a way?
Who?
Ronnie.
Hey, man, look. I just know Ronnie been bleeding out for like 4 days, and he's still alive. That's all I know about Ronnie.
He's fine now. He's good. He's got patched up at the expense of a doctor. Rest in peace. But, I mean, you shouldn't have been taking all those drugs, man.
I don't know which way that he's trying to find, but if it makes him happy, then sure.
It might be beneficial to him. He needs some kind of guidance because I feel like he's...
Allah.
He needs some kind of guidance because I feel like he's the type of person that really relied on everybody else around him. He's relied on his mom. He relied on Tracy.
Why you say that?
Chill out. And I feel like that him finding Rafiq will be good for him. Maybe it can get him to develop some inner peace with himself because he got a lot going on. I think even before he shot and killed Cooley, he had a lot going on. So I think it's good for him.
Yeah. But basically, the main central theme of the show is probably Quentin, Reg, and JP, and I can't remember the other guy's name.
Yeah, how did you feel about that whole situation? Because Reg was just looking like...
I felt
but we got to talk about Sonny first. He's not dead, by the way.
That was good.
I was happy about that. How did you feel about how, he basically just told Quentin to get out?
I just felt like it was somewhat drawn out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Reg seemed a little uncomfortable, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it just seemed kind of drawn out. Now, I was glad to see Sonny still alive. I don't understand where their relationship, him and his brother's relationship, is going to go from there.
Right.
He gave him keys. I don't know if that was the key to the locker with all the stuff in it.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
I don't feel like that was explained enough. But cool. Maybe it'll come up later.
Right.
And, the whole thing with Reg, I just felt like it was drawn out.
Yeah, it was kind of that imitation
They were there almost
factor.
all day.
And, you just had him looking at the clock, like, and everything like that. I get what they were trying to do, but it really was drawn out because he didn't give him no information until Jake got home. So it was just like you waited that whole episode for no reason. So, yeah. How'd you feel about Jake and, the conversation you had with Papa and Kevin?
I mean, I don't know. It was barely anything. It was another thing that was drawn out.
Yeah.
And there was really no payoff for it at the end.
Anytime we see more Papa, though, it's good.
No, Papa's dope, man. I love how Kevin called him and he had the gospel music playing. Yeah. He's like, yo, this is me time.
Yeah.
Like, all of that was definitely dope.
Yeah.
So Papa is still like one of the dopest characters on the show. But at the same time, I felt like it was like kind of drawn out with no actual like clear definition of where we was going. I guess maybe they're just trying to hint at. I mean, like, I feel like I just got to see the next episode to see, because it's like we got some plot holes that haven't been plugged yet.
Yeah.
I'm not
talking
sure
about the whole credit issue, because with the way Reg is now, he's not really in a position of power to do anything.
Exactly.
So it's like, how can that come back to haunt
the only
Brandon
way I can see it coming back around is if Reg ends up killing Trice and he takes over Trice's spot.
Right.
Then they can still make it work.
But Quentin will still be in town, though, unless he'll be reporting to Quentin. So, I mean, that's the whole thing. What did you think about Brandon and his cousins' little venture into the
It was
the
great.
bus?
That was probably my favorite thing of the
You
episode.
called it, by the way.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing of the episode, because that's kind of where I'm at in my mind, where it's like, man, I just need something for me, something where I can answer to myself and not have to, so that whole thing was just super dope. And I was just like, yes, that's great.
He included Jerica in it.
Now, I'm feeling like Jerica is somewhat of a sack chaser right now. And the only reason I say that is because she ain't want nothing to do with him. She's questioning what he's doing.
But that goes
herself.
back into the plot hole things. Just like we're not going to find out about the other dude or anything like that.
That made me so mad, because he's apologizing, and it's like, bro.
He's like, I've been texting
she's the one
you
that was she was at the party with another dude. We ain't going to talk about this?
Right.
Elephant in the room. We ain't going to bring it up.
Unless they just for us to assume that all happened off screen, that's kind of whack.
I really hope that at some point Jerica she gets kicked out. I shouldn't have done it, but I looked on IMDb. It said she was only in 4 episodes. It's been 4 episodes, man.
It has?
With her in it, I feel like it might be even more. She was in the first 2. She was in the last episode. She was in this week's episode. But that would mean that she would have to be in more because they have to at least close the angle with her. They're back together. Look, I like seeing Brandon happy on the show. I really do because he's like the nice guy.
It's just in that situation, you would rather see him walk away from something like that and, you know, just focus on himself. You know, don't try to get back with her when she's the one that really kicked you to the curb.
And Hannibal's a cool dude too, man. Yeah. Helped his cousin out, helped him get the business started. It's like, yo, don't call me until the money start rolling in. Thought that was pretty dope, man. Yeah. And Hannibal got some connects. Like you said, the Asian guy that came out of his closet.
Just chilling. I mean, he was like, hey, it's about, you know, what do you say, about the more business avenues you have, the more risks you can take and everything like that. I was like, that's pretty dope.
The more streams of income you gotta have, the more risks you can take.
Yeah.
That whole episode, like that, all of that stuff was great.
Right.
Spot on. But at the end of the day, I feel like for the most part, the episode kind of just dragged along with no clear payout. You know, the doctor healed Ronnie. We got some cool dialogue from the guy with the weird pants. I don't know his name, so I'm gonna just call him Weird Pants. Weird Pants and his like psychedelic mind trips.
Always
about
hanging upside down and everything.
Every time you see him, he's doing something weird. Yeah, it's just like that dude. He has some dope dialogue.
Yeah,
but I just don't know where it's all going with. So was like the doctor dying? Like Ronnie's calling to go see Rafik?
I guess so. But we can only know. We can only tell what's going to happen by the next episode, like you said.
Yeah.
So what'd you get this episode?
Man, I get this joint a C. I thought it was average as hell because I was just like, yo.
I gave it a C.
I love the show, though. I'm going to keep watching.
I gave it a C+, only because, you know, Papa is an amazing character and Brandon's achievements. I'm really happy for him. All right, well, let us know what you thought about the episode, where you think it's going to go from here, and just keep the conversation going.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Peace.